Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video and update overview for The Sims 4 for the month of January 2022. So of course, the minute I started work today with my day job, they released both the patch and officially announced the Carnival Streetwear Kit. Does EA somehow know my work schedule? That's a little weird, but without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting with the announcement for the Carnival Streetwear Kit. The Sims tweeted, "It's time to celebrate Simmers, Pablo Vittar style. Dance into the bold fashion of cutouts and sequins with the Sims 4 Carnival Streetwear Kit. Available February 3rd, so yep, just as I suspected, that leak was correct. I did also receive a couple of high-res screenshots through the EA Creator Network program, so let's take a look at them now, and hey, that first one looks familiar. Yeah, this was the leaked one, so I mostly spoke my opinions about these pieces already, and I guess we'll still have a better look at these once I go through this in my video review with all the swatches, but yeah, it is too bad that some of these items' textures just don't look all that good. It's like a different issue compared to modern menswear, where I felt some of the items just look too close to alpha textures, whereas this time, some of the textures just, the quality doesn't look good. Like, it fits the game's art style better, but it just doesn't look as good with the quality of it. What's kind of funny is looking at this again, I see that problem with the pieces that are more so in the foreground than the ones in the background. The ones in the background I feel like actually do look pretty decent. But we also have this screenshot, which is new, so I was hoping that there would be more items that we haven't seen yet, since they typically do release 2 in-game screenshots with these kits, and I actually overall like the clothing better in this one. So I especially like the sequin top on the left side. Like, yes, that just looks really pretty. I also really like the heart-shaped glasses that the Sim is wearing. I think that'll look really good on some of my Sims. The Sim standing in the middle that's meant to represent Pablo Vittar, I think the style of it is interesting. I just wish the texture on the fishnet would look better. And the makeup looks interesting. I'm not sure how often I'll use it since it is not meant to be used for like an everyday sort of occasion. But the nails, that's interesting. This is the first set of nails that we're going to be getting post Spa Day refresh. So yeah, that's cool that we're getting some nails in a kit. I do like that watermelon shirt on the left though. I wonder if different swatches will have different fruit, like pineapple. I think that could be interesting. I also like the full body outfit that the guy just a bit behind him is wearing, as well as the one standing next to him. Like, that looks pretty interesting as a full body outfit. I wonder if that'll also be categorized as swimwear. Definitely reminds me a lot of beachwear. Come to think of it, I guess it could also make a lot of sense as hot weather wear, since that is in the base game. And then the outfits on the right, I think, look pretty decent as well. I'm not sure how often I'll use them. I'll still have to look at all the swatches of these items too. But yeah, I think they look alright. I don't have any complaints about those two. So overall, I still think Fashion Street and Ancient Arrivals are my favorite Create a Sim kits so far. But this kit turned out a bit better than I thought it was going to, despite my problems with some of the textures on some of them. And funny enough, I think this might have better menswear than the actual modern menswear kit. I will say though, I am starting to get a bit fatigued with Create a Sim kits. It's not as bad for me with Create a Sim as it was, say, when they kept putting out so many build kits, because I spend way more time in Create a Sim than build. But still, I wish they would balance it out more. I also think that the next kit after this one will be Create a Sim focused, so it's just, they go in one direction and then they go the other, and there's not much middle ground, so I don't know. And then gameplay kits, at this point, I'm pretty much assuming that they're not doing any more of those, and they just gave up after all the backlash with Bust the Dust. Before I move on to the patch though, there is a little bit more to talk about, because there is also a blog post about this kit, but also announces a bit more regarding the Sims Delivery Express. So it says, channeling the influential style of iconic Brazilian superstar, entertainer, activist Pablo Vittar, we are releasing a collection of Create a Sims outfits and accessories inspired by the energy, self-expression, freedom, and vibrancy of one of the world's biggest celebrations, Brazil's Carnival, with the new Carnival Streetwear Kit for The Sims 4, designed in partnership with Pablo. We then also have details on the inspiration behind this style, and Pablo Vitar says Carnival is a celebration that unites people from all over the world. For Carnival, you can't dress up basic. Carnival represents a lot of joy where at that moment, people forget some of the frustrations from the rest of the year. You have to look extravagant, drawing lots of attention and shining a lot. This kit is full of things that will help you do that. Each person is going to be themselves inside the game because there are tons of outfits and accessories, which I know for sure will make you rock the runway. So it is kind of interesting hearing the inspiration behind the kit and what Carnival is all about. Towards the end of the blog, it announces that there is a Carnival surprise in the base game today in the form of a new Carnival radio station. One of those songs includes Bozina by Pablo Vitar. In addition, we can expect to see a Sims Delivery Express base game update with Brazilian food and a mask in early February, and in March, art by Brazilian artist Lano. I am glad to be hearing that we're gonna get even more food than I initially thought we were, because we already had that announcement of some more Asian food coming to the game in the future, but it did say on the roadmap that there was going to be more global food, which did imply to me that it was going to involve more than one region. So yeah, that's good. Brazilian cuisine, I'm interested in seeing what that involves since I've never really had that myself. Alright, so let's move on to the patch notes. So the PC version is now at version 1.83 and console is at version 1.51. So SimGuru Rescue starts off with some general New Year's greetings, but also says, "We have a fantastic year ahead in all things Sims, and we look forward to share it with all of you and for you all to enjoy." They say they have a fantastic year ahead every year, so that's really hard for me to believe. So I'll believe that fantastic content when we see it, but for now, I am still keeping my hopes really low, especially after last year. But moving on, it says, "What's new? This game update might not be a big endeavor, but it will allow us to get the year started. As today we announced the Carnival Streetwear Kit, we want to start getting into the spirit of Carnival. For this, we have added a new radio station named aptly Carnival Beats, so your Sims and you can enjoy the festive rhythm inspired by Brazil's Carnival on your favorite in-game stereo." I did actually load up the game to hear what the music was like, and to my surprise, the very first song, Carnival Beats, is actually the Sims 1 loading screen music, like the base game one. So that's pretty cool. It does go with the Carnival vibes, I suppose. But a nice Easter egg too, considering that the 22nd anniversary of the Sims franchise is next week. So I guess it is sort of like an early anniversary gift of sorts. But yeah, overall I think this is a pretty solid radio station for The Sims 4. However, there is one thing about this that is pretty annoying, and that's with likes and dislikes, because it's not under the music section. So it's really annoying how they seem to just keep forgetting about that. It took so long for them to even add the cottage living related stuff to this feature, so I don't know what's going on. It's too bad because I really like this feature and a lot of other people seem to as well. Probably one of the better received things from last year. Moving on to bug fixes for the base game, if your Sims are the type of those who aspire to be villainous Valentines, now they can convince to leave spouse to count towards that goal. Sorry, not sorry. And then we added text to some items that were missing text completely when found via bb.showhiddenobjects cheat across multiple packs. In the spirit of love and not breaking relationships apart too much, Sims will no longer get a call from their romantic partner asking for advice on what to do with a possible pending engagement proposal from that same Sim. Can you imagine? Awkward. Yeah, that's a good one. That one is fixed. Then with Cottage Living, we fixed an issue in which translated text for Cottage Living likes and dislikes were not being displayed in all languages besides English. So with that particular bug, this was already fixed back in December with the Sims Delivery Express drop. However, now you're all going to have it for those of you who did not opt into Sims Delivery Express, or if you just haven't played The Sims 4 at all since that came out. Lastly, we have a Journey to Rabbit Holes fix. Sims with certain traits that affect gig compensation will now receive proper galactic credit payouts for completed missions on Batu, because your Sims are worth it, and so are you. I am really disappointed that there's only 5 fixes this time around, because, well, there's still some really major bugs. The first one that comes to my mind at the moment is Everblue Harbor, where just like a lot of the ground is missing. I've shown it in several videos before, I think, at this point, and yeah, it's really sad just how long that bug has stuck around. They even let that bug still be in the game when they had Eco Lifestyle on that free trial thing for a weekend, so I think a lot more people saw that bug than usual. And it is kind of funny to think, because I think many people were guessing that there'd be a lot more bug fixes in the absence of packs, but if anything, the opposite is true. They've been putting out less bug fixes with less packs, so yeah, I think that theory you can very safely shoot down now. I would not be surprised if there's actually a lot more bug fixes in the patch before the next game pack, but then that just proves that even more, that they fix bugs more often when they're about to put out packs instead of when they're actually in a drought. But that wraps up this Sims info and thoughts video / update overview. But feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think about this new kit, as well as the new patch. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up more easily with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!